Welcome back, guys, to Trails in the Sky the Third, where last episode we found out the truth about Rufina Argent's death as Kevin told Ries about the true killer. However, Ries still on his side and the Lord of Phantasma unmasked as Rufina herself, here to punish Kevin as he desires. Ries finds herself dropped into Gehenna as Kevin followed. Now the two of them attempt to fight their way out of hell, with Kevin meeting those he has killed along the way. Living life in monstrous ways, constantly with an endless hunger, might kill people by eating them. Not exactly much choice, it feels like. I mean, the question is, like, would you?
Sorry, but you had to die.
Right, Ries levels up to 129. Now, which way's the goodies? Haha, you can't fool me. I'm wary of your crap now. And Ries likes beating you up to get that extra CP. So 148. Be about 151 after this attack, I think. Oh, no, you get 5. 153.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Not getting too much experience now, however. Oh, this is the right way, maybe? Leave you alive for now, then. Let's go up the other path. No red. Well, maybe there's actually just a loop. Could be. So we get 5 per hit, so technically I've got to do another 9 turns with Ries to get maximum up. We don't want that guy falling on a death blow, that's for sure. Oh, he dead.
Sorry.
These monsters are getting as choppers, aren't they? Yes, they are. They are capitulating. Just a bit. When our spellcastery dude is doing enough physical damage to one-shot them. Yeah, I think we'll put it in those standards. We're just getting a lot of HP while we've been here.
May you rest in peace.
Just from those levels alone, she's gained a lot. So that loops around up there. Which by the looks of it loops around behind the male beast. Female beast. Female, that's female. It's female and a male, so I can't be wrong. That's how that works, right? Cannot be incorrect. If there is 2. It does seem to be the way, though, in a lot of games, doesn't it? That hell seems to be like one of the primo optimum grinding grounds you'll ever come across. It's weird, that. When you go to hell, you don't go... In real life, you'd be like, 1 in 10 nil now. But in a game, you go to hell and you go, yeah.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
What crazy grindable monsters are there for me to kill? What ancient artifacts are they hiding within? You know what I mean, right? Celestial Palm is picked up. Just up. It's all about those gains from hell. We get Grail Locket. That's what I'm used to. The chest is empty. Yes! Grail Locket. Now, what's your wording? Prevents all abnormal status except KO. Prevents all ailments. What's the difference? Now, that's what I like. Put on that. No status effects. Thank you. Been waiting for one of them all game. Right, it's ours again now. I did attack this guy from behind, right? Yeah, I should be able to kill him. Let's use Shadow Spear just in case. I wouldn't suggest aiming for hell in real life, thinking that it's going to be an amazing grinding spot behind you, of course. It's not my recommendation. when you get there in a game, you're kind of like either, oh, this is it, or,
Pitiful
oh.
souls, may you rest in peace.
Another place is underwater plains. Right, that's Mr. defeated there. Oh, we're like one fight from a level up from Ries here. Now I've got the Grail Locket on Kevin, I feel quite good. I'm so sorry, Kevin. Oh no, this isn't your mum. I failed as your mother. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Mum, is this... At least this way. At least this way. The two of us can... Oh no. Malevolent ghost. The ghost of Kevin's mother curses all she sees and steals their abilities. I think this is time to use something like that again, isn't it? Wish I could get my CP up just that little bit more to make this attack really mean that little bit extra. But this will wipe the field minus Kevin's mother in one go.
O holy servants of the goddess. Come down and purify this black.
But Kevin, this is a manifestation of hell within Phantasma. It's not real hell. Your mother didn't necessarily go to hell.
Guardians, grant me strength.
Instead, we use Valkyrie-based tactical nuke on foe. Is there another S-craft as crazy as that? You wonder. I know we've got orbital bombardments when I think about it. Thank you very much for the host, by the way. As all our ads die in an instant. It's just Mummy left. What's she weak to? Ascending? I don't think this is enough to one-shot. So she's going to reach Strength Sucker. Oh, she missed. Sorry, Mum. Where it has to be. Actually got a fair amount of resistance to you as well, haven't you? We'll make her ascend. That's a nice way of thinking about it, right?
Stay alert. This ain't over.
Oh, Ries levels up to 230. Damn, that one hurt. Kevin, you don't... If this place and everything in it was seriously what I wanted for myself, then I'm probably the biggest masochist who ever lived, don't you think? You don't need to force yourself to talk, Kevin. Sorry. I suppose this moment had to come sooner or later. I've been running away from Mum's death ever since the day I lost her. I'm always so desperate to look away from it all. And now, I feel like I can finally accept what happened. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's get going, Ries. There'll be plenty of time to be sad after we get out of this place. Right now, we need to concentrate on living long enough to do that. Okay. Well, onwards we go. Ries has to build a CP again. Technically, there's another way I can do that. You are far enough away, aren't you? Like, if I want to, and want to get Kevin building up CP as well, I could, for example, use, what is it? Sacrifice Arrow. It costs 65 for 40. Gives Ries a nice boost, but that's probably better when she's over 100 in the first place. wondering if I should be gearing Ries as a bit more of a caster. I think she has some fairly high base ATS, but it looks like she's just an all-around. Oh no! Here we are! The true bosses of the realm. Mr. Chariato. Death Slugger. We don't like that guy, that's for sure. Well, at least Kevin's immune to death blows. And when we fought the previous lot of Death Sluggers, we had Chloe immune to death blows, if I was right in saying. So we did manage to, like, have the answer there, so.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
We still don't want random death blows proccing on Ries again, thank you. I know if it's worth to keep fighting at this point. I've gained loads of experience while I'm here. I feel like we're pretty much done in getting Ries up to a nice level. I'm just going to overtake Kevin on HP soon enough.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Right. Where's the... Oh, hello, you're different. Still coming this way. I got it in the butt. What are you, you weird lava? A Bene Nucleus. Bene's true... Oh, Bennu from the boss. Oh, yeah. Releases powerful miasma, which rots away surroundings. Interesting to see you. Nice to meet you. Hopefully you like this dark matter blast into your face. It's not going to keep turning into different forms, is it? That would suck a bit. Oh, we're so close. I think Kevin's got enough attack damage to finish him off. He's better not be turning into another form. They died. Oh, so are we going to have to face previous bosses here?
Good job. Keep it up.
That was a previous boss. When previous bosses start turning into regular monsters, you know things are getting real, right? I think that's the accurate gauge, don't you? As long as we don't end up fighting that one guy. Stupid AoE, ridiculous damage. Blah. And his ads. Annoying ads that healed. What's his name Astarte? Trying to remember.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Ries is one battle away from another level. But we get ourselves one final chest, maybe. A Tyrol Balm. The chest is empty. And what's up this way? Gotta keep cranking those saves. Every time we enter a new area, we get closer to the end. So you would think. Let's get you leveled up then. Poor Josette, back at level 115. It was a start day, was it? A start. Bennu was annoying because of his free form shifting and not expecting to have an early boss have a multi-phase battle. A lot of the other bosses have been people or grimoires. Or people as grimoires.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Level up! Ries, 131. No new crafts. And we'll keep on keeping on. About to say, you should be there. What's going on ahead? Can make one vanish for a bit. I'm guessing you give the most experience after all, so let's kill you. Just in case that guy can get vanished. Right, we've got 200 CP again. We should have probably let Ries try to hit that.
Stay alert. This Same order.
That's the other reason we grind, not just for Ries levels. That's CP. Need the CP. Give me more CP. You're gonna turn around before I get behind you. I'm not falling for your tricks. Just one again. Well, they don't explode if I'm right.
Take that!
Right, I might be able to gear this onto an item drop square. Oh, yeah, perfect. I'll take an item drop. Perfect.
Stay alert. This ain't over.
You love the Kevin Ries Richard pie. Call him Revin then, make it full R's, yeah? Oh, which way did I come from? Oops. Beat you. Can I beat a guy here? Yeah, we go. You get turned around so easily. Especially when you can't press start and see the full map. Another Bennu insides? I mean, we'll kill you for the experience, I guess. Internal Bennu. You're weak to space attacks. Strength up on the spell too is pretty good. Just wondering if we might one shot. We're not that lucky. 10 CP from fighting that guy. We'll get different CP depending on the strength of our foe. I do wonder sometimes. Isn't the map select share since the start button? I'm only pressing the wrong button all this time. I forgot. I keep pressing start. Whoops.
Sorry. But you had
If I've been getting this... I'm a fool! I forgot which button it was. Well, yeah. We know my memory is terrible, so... Nothing new here, right? No one has any updated information about that. I'll get the kill. Get me an item. Oh, no, he's still alive. Barely. He hung on. 32 HP.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
These guys giving a little bit more experience. Yeah, it seems like the enemy level is going up as we go along. Or at least the type. Less slugmen, guys. More, well, sandman, I'd say I'd call it, really. More other types. Soul blurs galore. Soul blur's just such the default because the fake chance. Single target spells. Beautiful. At least having terrible memory means that you'll someday forget you have a terrible memory. I hope not. I really hope that's not what waits for me in later life. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Are we there yet? Oh, I think we are. I was about to say, there's got to be a Healy resty place here. Wow. What's going on? Maybe prevents all ailments, by the way. It's like strength up, defense up, etc. Defense down, even. Oh, some nice architecture. I didn't even realize, first of all, that you were a guy until I saw the claw. I wonder who does all Hell's architecture, really. Oh, we're at the exit. And so you deemed to punish me. There wasn't much in the way between me and the exit. I think Rufina needs to try harder a little bit. The gates of Gehenna. Those gates are distorted but steadfast, serving to keep the living and the dead apart. Yeah, they've been accurately realized for sure. Too bad the testaments don't give us any clues as to how the two of us can force them open. Nor do you have any chance of doing so. Who was that? About time. What? Oh yeah, it would be about time for him, wouldn't it? People we've slain as a heretic hunter? Weissman appears. A pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. I thought it was Rufina. I never thought we'd have the pleasure of meeting face to face again. Certainly not in a place bedecked with so many delightful peculiarities. I figured you might show up eventually. With this place being full of people I've killed, you rearing your ugly head was always a given. Who is he? He's the biggest sinner the church has ever been unfortunate enough to have in their ranks. The bishop of the Congregation for the Sacraments who went on to become an angris in Ouroboros. George Weissman, the demon I put an end to half years ago. That's him! You did the report, right? Not discerning your identity was truly my most careless blunder. I never suspected that the priest before me would be the one to inherit the long vacant position of Fifth Dominion. Life does so love its surprises, doesn't it? Well, that was the point. Me being a Dominion was deliberately kept secret so that I could serve as one of the Congregation's trump cards. Of course, the truth's out in the open now, but it's a fair enough price to pay if it means you're dead. The Congregation always were a cunning bunch. They created such an elaborate scheme just to take out poor little me. Was the plan conceived shortly after your stigma first manifested? No, I'm sure it was. And after that, it was merely biding your time so you can make your move. With Dominion, the Salt Pell, and a carefully designed game plan on their side, the odds of me escaping my life were woefully slim indeed. You're right about how cunning they are. In that sense, you were probably just as right when you called me a damn dog. I was fine with being that way too. How respectable of you. I must admit, I'm astounded. I'd carried out plenty of my own research on stigmas and their capabilities, but I had no idea a genuine article was capable of quite this much. What are you talking about? I suspect that deep down you already know the answer. It is my deepest pleasure to elaborate. The Gehenna in which we stand is a reflection of your latent desires. That you already know. But more specifically, the cause of this is your stigma. Huh? What do you mean? After the Oliol's disappearance, Phantasma was thrown into a state of great confusion. After all, Phantasma was the Oliol's subsystem. Without the Oliol to control it, it was like a ship whose captain had suddenly vanished, lost. To calm his own confusion, Phantasma sought a new master who could take the place of the Oliol and control it. Specifically, it chose the person with the deepest trauma from among those close to the Oliol when it vanished. Its decision made, it found the stigma that exists deep within you and made a copy within itself. That stigma then manifested your latent desire, Gehenna, here in Phantasma. And that's how both this and the Lord of Phantasma came into existence. Kevin! Well, I suppose that's enough exposition for now, and now that we're clear of all confusion, I have a proposition for you. One that will allow you to resolve all of this without a single loss of life. A tantalizing prospect, no? You can do that? Really? It's quite simple. You need only to cast away your humanity, nothing more. Your stigma rose from the ashes of immense despair and guilt. What better way to deal with the situation than to become a being that is not burdened by such worthless emotions? Become a truly self-supporting superhuman capable of controlling every facet of themselves. You're insane! That's no way for people to live! Yet it is the goal I obsessively pursue in both life and death alike. My research into stigmas was but one part of my efforts to achieve it. My efforts with Joshua may not have borne fruit, but you are so very close to reaching it. And once you become a superhuman, you'll be able to fully control your own stigma and emerge as a new Lord of Phantasma. Silence, Faceless! Stop trying to deceive him with that forked tongue of yours. Please, I'm doing no such thing. I only presented a modest proposal at best. But one word I've said is a lie. No, not one word I've said is a lie. I swear it. You could argue that I may feel resentment towards him for being instrumental in my death. But at this point, that matters little to me. Everything pales in significance to see my long-cherished ambition realized. I abandoned the church's teachings and joined Ouroboros in pursuit of creating a superhuman. And now I finally can. You're insane. It's alright, Ries. You don't need to keep defending me. Kevin? I'm glad to see you understand me. I always knew you would see sense in the end. It's hard to disagree with the fact that I need to be stronger than I am. It was my weakness and my cowardice that led to taking Rufina's life with my own hands. It was my weakness and my cowardice that led to rejecting Mum and allowing her to die. And now, it's those same two qualities that have led to Ries and the others getting drawn into this mess to suffer. All of those things are on me. All of them. But You're absolutely right. But there's no need to despair any longer. You have it in you to overcome such weakness. Follow the path I've opened to you, and they will be a thing of the past, a mere memory. That's one option, sure. A good one, too. Sorry, it's not the one I'm going to be picking. Man, I'm even more of a loser than I figured. Even now, I just can't bring myself to forget the taste of the chocolate I had that day. What? When Rufina and Ries found me, I was crushed beyond measure. I thought I'd never be able to stand up against and overcome the despair I felt. That's why that bitter yet sweet taste left such a strong impression on me. It's why it gave me the strength to move forward, even knowing how many hardships awaited. Because for every hardship, there'll be just as much joy waiting for me. Kevin! So sorry, Faceless. This thing ain't gonna work out between us. Very well. I'm not about to force you to change your mind. But let's see how far such pathetic sentimentality will take you when your lives are placed in mortal peril, shall we? That'd be peril. Oh, not him again! And his mate! No! Astarte and Rostrum. We have to face both Guardians of Gehenna's gates at once for this round, huh? You may be a Dominion, but surely even you realize you don't stand a chance of winning here. Not when you have to worry about that girl with you. Well, having any second thoughts? Don't you dare listen to him, Kevin. I'll be fine. Don't let worrying about me stop you doing what's right. Well, you're right about our chances of winning. 2 high-ranking devils and you against just the 2 of us? Things aren't looking so hot. Well, at least that was before I knew I'm not the man I once was. What? Ah! Ah! Kevin learned the S-Craft Spirit of This is a space element attack that hits all foes on the field and is especially effective versus devils. Set Spear of Kevin's S-Break. Sure. Wow. Impossible. What is that? This is the other side of my stigma. It's light side. It's been there all along. I was just never able to see it. Until now. How can this be? Seems like I owe you a word of thanks, Faceless. Turning down that deal you threw out has finally allowed me to gain a little confidence in myself. As a token of my appreciation, you can be the first one to see what I can do, as its victim. I always knew you were nothing more than a dog. Fine, have it your way. Let's see how much of a difference a change of colour really makes against such overwhelming odds. I welcome you to try. Well, it seems like I just need to give Kevin Zeran powders and have him constantly chunk out super abilities, right? So maybe I can let this first go. We've got Wiseman at 30k HP. We've got Rostrum and Astarte at around 40k HP. I'm just wondering if I can just let that go to the extra attack power on this turn, maybe. Is there anything I can do to make myself more powerful? I think I want to take it later, but I don't know if that's a good option. Like, I'd love to get a good spell off before anything happens, but it's probably not going to. So maybe I could just buff myself? Maybe that's not a bad idea. Red Joker, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I could buff my defense, for example. Eat some food and get a buff. 20 CP is pretty good too. That restores 60 CP, the Beastly Stew. Ooh, I could be using some of them in the future. Let's just eat, and then we're going to use our... Ah! No, don't want to do anything. We've got to wait for one attack. Oh, Reed's over there now. That's okay, I guess.
Oh, blue seal carved within my soul's abyss. Become a pillar of light upon this purgatory. Fly, oh, spears of heaven!
Well, if I get one of them... Oh, I'd have to get a 200 CP again. Oh, you're warping. Okay. Weissman has put Ark's Guard up on everyone? Well, that kind of sucks. Yeah, here he comes with his stupid lumin abilities. Right, that lasted a couple amount of turns, if I remember correctly, and then it went away. But that's Ark's Guard. So can I use an art here? I'm faster now, after all. I'm buffed. I'm just wondering if I should just pop stuff and nuke. How much Zeran powder do I have? 5. To be honest, the likelihood that I eat some food here, like this beastly stew, and get to 100 CP anyway, is not actually that unlikely. If he just attacks me, I'll probably get there. Beast, you're going to want your health up too, I'm just going to say. But there's a critical coming. Oh, there's a critical coming! Strategy change! Form of wait for critical. Form of he's doing some crazy attack! You didn't get your CP enough. Form of It's the same problem I didn't have last time. I didn't have an impede versus you. I need to kill him. Oh, I'm still 20 CP. Will that get me to that? And then maybe I could use a certain someone to take out the last bit. Let's do that. Could the license been earned? Let's see if this goes for the art barrier. If it doesn't, then I'll cry.
Blue seal carved within my soul's abyss. Become a pillar of light upon this purgatory.
If it goes through, then we're using Ries to just finish off what must be not that much HP left. Yeah. Does that hit everyone? I don't even know. That does. It's an S-Craft vest!
Come down and purify.
There was the big hope that it wasn't a magic attack.
Thy will shall be as light. And if thou art truly suppliant guardians, grant me strength.
And man, this one has a ridiculously long animation. Did cancel his caps as well. Didn't know it had impede on it. Do I have an impede on me? It was a worth it gamble, yes. And we didn't even use any Terrans. Tactical holy nuke inbound. Wait, you didn't kill one? And we killed one. That moves him to the 10% HP buff. Damn it! He angry man. Kevin's on a crit, but I don't have like arts that I can use against him anymore. So I'm kind of lacking power here. Well, we got a start. That's revenge for earlier, Astade. No! What if he kills me? I don't want to be in Tron. Death-Tron now. I forgot that you might have an S-Craft. Death blow, probably. Wiseman! You suck! That's barely do damage! This is going to do more damage. Can we just take this one guy out with melee?
Take this!
I guess you were defeated a while ago, Wiseman. We've grown a bit since then. My move's a bit nerfed, but... Damn it, just out of range. I guess I should heal myself, though. Oh, Wiseman, I don't know how much HP you've got left. But the, I think the tides have turned in our favor a little bit, haven't you? Don't you? Poor Wiseman. Wait, so what am I saying? It's Wiseman. Oh, we can use arts again now. No, 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 no. No. Reese is ready to go. Can I reach? I have my move down? No. Oh, I can spell. What spells can get out first? Soul Blur? Yep. And that, Weissman, is game.
Stay alert. This ain't over.
This ain't over? I think it is. I hope it is. Alright, I think we're at least getting a level up for Ries. Maybe even 2? Yes, 2 for Ries and 1 for Kev, by the look of things. Bong! 133 for Ries, 135 for Kev. We got Crimson Eye, a Tiger Heart, a Duran Powder. Crimson Eye, Tiger Heart. Tiger Heart's the strength one, isn't it? Crimson Eye is the cool one. Wow. Well done. But as long as Phantasma exists, I will never die. I'll always be watching you from here, Kevin Graham. Watching to see just how long you can continue to desperately play tough for accepting the reality around you. Always gotta have the last word, right, villains? Desperately play tough, huh? I wish you could disagree. What do you mean? Kevin! How are you? You alright? I'm fine. I think I just overdid it some. Again. I'll be okay though. I won't flop over like I did last time I pulled this. Not after I made my mind up to finally face Rafina head on. Good. Still, we might be in them, but we're not really in the best of situation here, are we? How are we even supposed to get that door open? I don't think we're enough to get it to budge. Yeah, but we've come this far. We can't just give up. I think we're gonna have to destroy it. As usual, do you mind if we at least try something else before resorting to rampant destruction? Besides, I think this gate's the most important defining structure down here. What makes this a replica of Gehenna more than anything. I can't see it being very easy to destroy. Hey! Ooh, hey, who? That sounds like... Is this a joke? What? How? I've never been so happy to see someone in my life! How did you end up here? And once again, you go out of your way to defy logic. We found you in some weird-ass places, but this one has got to be the weirdest of them all. How did you get down here? His presence is more than a little suspicious. You're not working with the Lord of Phantasma, are you? The Lord of what's it? No, forget it. We don't have time to chit-chat. We need to run now, or we're done for. Huh? Was that roaring and the sound of flapping wings? A lot of them. Ah! Are those devils? They're not as high ranking as the two we just beat, but they're no slouches either. How are we supposed to take this many on at once? To do something! It's your responsibility! I don't want to die! Not here! And you think we do? I sure don't. Damn it, I used too much of my Stigma's power. We've got to at least try and give these two an opening to get away, but how? Stay back! Stay back! Kevin! I don't think I've got much of a choice here. Kevin, Ries, are you okay? Thank goodness we made it. What is this place? Hell? Oh my, this looks like a one-to-one replica of Gehenna. My confidence as a designer. I see you two hanging in there. I can see we're in for a fun time. What the heck is Gilbert with you? You guys? Why? After you fell down here, Celeste was gracious enough to search for your location. Thanks to you having the cube with you, we were able to find it. She finished connecting the path here only moments ago. This door will take you back up to the garden. Really? We appreciate it. I can't believe my luck! Anyway, the talking can wait until later. We'll charge in and try and force an opening in their ranks. You take that chance to break through and get through the gate. Hurry! Thanks. Truly, thank you. Then shall we begin? The most thrilling dance with devils awaits. Righteousness shall be victorious. Fall before the blade of Vanda. Let's do this. Right! Ren! Ren! Right into the middle. I think they're dead. And so ends Chapter 7. Barely 2 hours long in length. Okay then. We had a chapter like this though in, was it SC? I think we did. Seems to be near the end. Seems to be a tradition in the sky. That's about the long and short of it. In other words, all of this, everything that's happened, is my fault. All of you are victims who had the misfortune of knowing me and getting dragged into this. No apology is sincere enough, but I'm so sorry for what you've been put through. I'm not following. Why? I heard all you said, but I don't think you've got any reason to be that sorry. Come again, Estelle. Based on what we learned, Phantasma choosing a new master was an inevitability, and something it would have done whether you were there or not. As such, after it lost the Orioles, something like this would have happened no matter the circumstances. I agree. Phantasma would simply have chosen someone else and created a different world as a result of the trauma that lay within. The thought that you might have been chosen is nothing short of terrifying too. Everything that's happened to us in here so far is nothing compared to what we would have endured had that come to pass. Oh, Muller, your words are like the sweetest kiss turned frozen upon parting. Do you have that little faith in me, your one and only? Perhaps everyone here would have been drawn into the most ravenous feast the world has ever seen, but nothing more than that. I think that game would be rated 18. I'm scared. Everyone is, Tita. I'm just disgusted. You're a special degree of creep, you know that? I want no part of any feast that comes from out of your brain. Count me out of this one. I can't help but feel you guys are kind of missing the point. Well, don't take this as me trying to defend you or anything, but in a sense, it might have been a good thing you were chosen over anyone else. How do you figure? I'm lost as well. Your stigma's obviously very powerful and is capable of exerting a lot of control over things, enough so that Phantasma as it is now exists in a state of order. But what if you had chosen someone else? Would the world have been able to maintain order then? It's possible that Phantasma would have been unable to contain the chaos that ensued and gone out of control into someone else. Is what you're essentially getting at, right? Haha, I knew you'd understand, Joshua. If that had happened, a whole lot more people might have been caught up in this. Not that I've got a problem with lots of guests at a tea party. The more the merrier. Come on, Ren. I think you're the only one who'd be having fun. Yeah, your tea parties. She's right. I don't think you've got any reason to beat yourself up over this. We're all very different people from different walks of life. But right now, we're all here, sharing a common destiny. Yeah, in times like these, we've got to help each other out, right? Besides, this place relates to the Oliol, which is Liberl's problem. From my perspective, you're a victim. I couldn't agree more. As such, Kevin, we would appreciate you continuing to lead us as you've done so far. It's time to truly bring an end to what had started half a year ago. What can I even say? First I'm stupid, then Reese pulls off the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And now you guys. Those would be the biggest group of idiots in all of Zamaria. I swear you wouldn't find a more gullible, naive bunch anywhere on the continent. I was happy to use each and every one of you for my own devices right to the very end. So how can you be so... It's alright, Kevin. Kevin. Sometimes you just have to know when to give in. And you're at that point right now. Your luck ran out the second you got stuck with us. Got stuck with you mean? Spending too much time with pushy meddling do-gooders who don't know when to quit like you is bad for anyone. You want to say that again? Well, all of those things describe you to a T, that much is true. They certainly do. I think they're your good points, though. Yeah, so do I. I think Estelle rubbed off on all of us at this point, and that's not a bad thing. Thanks, guys? Group of idiots is right. We're smack dab in the middle of a shitty situation here, but you wouldn't know it by looking at us. With a team this spectacular, what do we have to fear? There's a chance we could even overthrow the Erebonian government if we put our minds to it. Need I remind you that that's not something an Erebonian prince should be saying out loud. Alright, I know what I'm beat. We're in this together. And this time I actually mean that. Got it. We're happy to have you with us. Anyway, at least now we know exactly what we need to do here. We need to defeat Rufina, the Lord of Phantasma. There's no getting around that. Unfortunately not. Indeed. That said, just where is she? You didn't encounter her in Gehenna, did you? She disappeared immediately after the two of you fell down there. That's a good question. I think it's safe to say she wasn't down in Gehenna with us. If she had been, she would have shown herself at some point. Yeah, but then where is she? I believe I can answer that. Celeste? Didn't realise you were here. I can't thank you enough for saving our hides earlier. Truly, I doubt we would have been able to get out unharmed if not for your assistance. We're both grateful beyond words. Where's Gilbert? I was more than happy to help. All of us here in the same predicament, myself included. You can even think of me as another one of your companions if you'd like. Naturally. What kind of answer you think you can give? Ah, yes. It took some time, but I was able to ascertain his current location. What? Really? Is that what you've been working on all this time? Yes, it is. During my investigation of the 7th plane, I was able to gain an understanding of the layout and contents of Phantasma as a whole. I also discovered that the Lord of Phantasma isn't in any of the planes. Rather, she is outside of them. Phantasma consists of more than just the planes. What's it like outside of them? Think of the planes you've been exploring like a giant multi-layered structure in the center of Phantasma. They're all you have known up until this point, but this world consists of more than them. That said, the rest of Phantasma is just a vast, barren wasteland at this point, abandoned and devoid of life. Hard to picture without seeing it for myself. Do you know where in this big abandoned wasteland she is? Because if it's that vast, just knowing she's there probably isn't going to help us much. I have a relatively good idea where in it she is, thankfully. Although that doesn't solve the core problem. I fear the word vast doesn't do the scale of the wasteland itself justice. I believe it's roughly the size of the continent where you live. Ooh. It's the size of Zemuria! That is going to pose a problem. Crossing an area that massive on foot would take months, maybe even longer. Do we not have any other means of transport that we could use? We have Palomata. I'm not sure my power would be of any use to you here. I can't place monuments too far from this garden, for one thing. Even if we did commit ourselves to trekking across the whole thing on foot, without the Q's power, we couldn't come back and resupply. Trying to take several months' worth of food hardly seems realistic. Well, this is a tough one. I can only think of waiting for it to come to us. What's up with you, short stuff? Got something on your mind? Well, I was just thinking, why not use the RSL? That's what I thought she was going to say. What? The replica we encountered on the first plane? Yeah. This world is supposed to react to the desires of people in it, right? So while that RSL might not be the real one, it looks just like it. Everyone here is pretty familiar with the real thing and how it looks, so it seems like a ship we could all picture flying easily. Maybe we all wish for it to fly together. It might actually happen. Sorry, I'm being silly, aren't I? I don't know what's gone into me. This isn't something an engineer should be saying. I don't think you're silly at all, Tita. In fact, I think that's a fantastic idea. You do? It does seem like the easier something is to imagine, the easier it is to have it realized in Phantasma. And both you and Julia are familiar with the exact structure of the RSL, which most of us here have seen and been on board. This might actually work. There's clearly no rules saying airships can't exist here either, given that we've already been on the Black Ark. Well, Celeste, do you think it would work? The RSL was the ship used aboard the Liber Ark, I believe. And then if I were to feed the image of it flying then back into the system, I think this may actually be possible. If all of you are on board, the White Wings will take to the skies once more. We can really make this happen. I can't believe it. Well done, Tina. Totally. You really outdid yourself this time. Wait a second. Does this mean we might be able to make the Bobcat fly? There's a copy of that here too. Oh, you're right. How many of you are familiar with that? Crap, forgot about that. I think Joe said and I are the only ones who have actually flown in it. Shara, Olivier, and I have technically been in it, but that was just a stowaways. Yeah, that was back when we investigated the airship hijacking. What a fun memory that adventure made now that I look back. I'm not sure what the odds of success would be then. That's a rather small number of people. I think it would be wise to focus on trying to revive the Arcel first. Ah, okay. Still, this sounds like a much better plan than trying to walk there on foot. We should prepare for departure at once then make our way to the Arcel. Don't forget to tell me twice. We'll have a lot in store for us if we're able to make this work. However, I should warn you all of one thing. Once you have flown the Arcel to the area where the Lord of Phantasma waits, that will be it. You'll be unable to return to this garden ever again. Please be mindful of that. Never? Not even once? Because we won't be able to use the cube's warp functionality anymore. Correct. Using it to warp is only possible when you're within a certain range of the garden. Go outside of that is no longer possible. So before you depart, I would ask that you make absolutely sure you have everything you need and are ready for whatever you may find there. Good to know. We're going to have to do some extra training then. I don't doubt we're all going to have to play our part in the things to come. Yeah, you're right. Hint, hint, hint. I wouldn't mind getting in some exercise myself. We want to wind up being the one to drag the group down. This will be our last opportunity to open the doors scattered throughout the plains and take anything we find too. Now this was the thought when she said like it seemed like a point of no return place. We haven't found a door. We can't open door 14 until we've found door 50. So we haven't found that door yet. So if we can't get back to door 14, if door 15 was in this final area, then yeah. So there's got to be some other place. This will be our last time to open anything up in the plains and take anything we find too, indeed. It's probably best I step down as leader for the time being then. If you're just door hunting or trying to get some extra practice in, I'd only just get in the way. If anyone else wants to learn how to use the cube or fill out my notebook, I'd be happy to teach you. Just let me know. Let's just be sure that when the time comes, we leave no regrets. Right, so it's anyone party too now. Chapter 8, The Future We Dream Of. Is this the final chapter? Because it didn't say final chapter. Kevin, I'm still going to put you in the party for now. Ries actually got a higher level. What the hell?
Understood.
Let's put the stupid powerful parties together again.
Let's move out.
Because we got to go around and examine stuff. I don't want to take Tia though. But I know that everyone here is already geared, so it works for me. Let's put it that way. What was I looking to do here? Ries, you have all these emblems, to be fair. But now, apart from that, we also have a second Tiger's Hut, right? We do. So we can build someone else, a bit more of a strength guy. If we want to. Right, let's go for our last scout around the place. I wonder where door 15 is soon enough. Oh. And so the end is finally upon us. Part of me would rather remain here than return to the no doubt mountains of work that eagerly wait my return. However, in spite of being dragged against my will, I have to admit that part of me would be sad to say farewell to this world. Perhaps I should try to add Celeste to my list of conquests while I still have the chance. I'm sure Adios will forgive me. You really are too fearless for your own good. Really? Yes, I've never been with a ghost before. I wonder if that's really true. Shara, you know you left one of your cards on the table, right? Oh, I know. It's been a while since I had such a good result, so I decided to leave it there and on the occasion. I suppose I should start getting ready soon. They won't be calling me the Silver Streak anymore if I start getting rusty now, will they? Can I see it? Oh. Alice is training. Ha! I'm just getting warmed up. I can do better than this. Training away over there. Let's make sure our CP is all boosted to maximum. Because now we've got super strong abilities after all, so life is good there. I always wonder if someone's going to be around like one of these areas, but never seem to see. Right, let's go! Don't know why I'm doing that wiggle. Gilbert's here! Oh, don't talk to me, please. I'm too tired of moving another muscle. Just leave me alone. Did you not hear me? Don't talk to me. Oh, you're making fun of me. You are, aren't you? Come on, get it together. If you're just going to look around here, we're going to leave you behind. Start getting ready to go. Now. If you're just going to look around here, we're going to leave you behind. I got the same color hair. Relation? Unknowing? It's a lot of Phantasma for Fina Argent. Their negotiation and problem-solving abilities were highly regarded in life. And that probably just makes her all the more deadly as our foe. I don't think I can afford to rest on my laurels. She's need some more training before we leave. She's also someone that fought low and lived to live and lived to tell the tale, so must be pretty damn powerful. That's a valid point. I don't think we can discount the possibility there may be foes inside the RSL. After reaching there, Major Vander and I will assess the situation before the rest of us step inside. Once the checks are complete, we'll check the state of the main engines before attempting to activate the ship itself. As for the personnel on the bridge, we shouldn't face any major obstacles in getting the RSL up and running. Still, we will be heading into completely unfamiliar territory by journeying outside the planes, and if you could await us. Be sure that you're fully prepared before we depart. Like that, we're just about in a state where we can get the RSL moving once we're ready, but we aren't going to be able to resupply once we depart, as I'm sure you well know. Make sure you're well rested and ready before giving the word to leave. Yes, ma'am. With RSL's speed, I don't think it'll take long at all for us to break out the planes. Mum was actually able to raise its top speed with a few improvements the other month too, so that'll be a huge help. The names were Dan and Erica, right? Yep, that's right. The two of them have been really looking forward to meeting you and Estelle. Come over any time when you get back to Liberl. Right, if I want to get back to Mum and Dad, I've got to give them my all. 5 years ago, Kevin and Rufina did all they could to help me and save me from danger. They might have regretted the outcome, but that doesn't change their intentions or how important they both are to me. That's why we need to defeat the Lord of Phantasma together. Rufina, as well as anyone else. Hey, you're right. What are you doing here, by the way? Ensuring the army has enough in the way of rations is key to any operation. That's what I'm doing. Laugh and I will whack you. We need to defeat the Lord of Phantasma with our own hands. Rufina as well as anyone else. There's Estelle procuring supplies. It's going to be a long journey, right? So we'll probably get hungry on the way. If we don't have any food with us, we're going to be in big trouble. Ah, so that says she's not going to need any. So that leaves, like, what? Enough food for 16 people, I guess? Quite a lot of food. There's several issues of Liberl news on the bookshelf. We got them all. I think I've read them all, but I don't even know. Sounds like this is it. The end's finally in sight. I'm going to train myself up as best I can. I'm going to need it. From here on, we ain't going to have time for standing still. We're going to push on, and on. So make sure you train up what you can, okay? After we leave this garden, we'll never be able to return again. It's probably best to assume there won't be anywhere for us to buy new equipment either. So make sure you've got everything you think you'll need, okay? Oh yeah, sounds like Celeste has found a new area that we can access too. I'd ask her about that if I were you. There we go. Talking to everyone. Zin for the win. I'm not ready to go yet. Zin's told me something I probably needed to know. Incidentally, I have one piece of news I think you may be interested in hearing. The area Kevin and Ries fell into is not the only part of the 7th plane that exists. I've discovered another, much more vast area there. I also have reason to believe that it's filled to the brim with devils as well as highly dangerous. Nonetheless, I placed a monument down there to serve as an anchor should you wish to explore. You should be able to walk there using the cube. The Abyss is now accessible. It is now possible to walk to a new area on the 7th plane through the warp menu. This area contains countless powerful enemies, devils included, making it the perfect place to efficiently level your party members. The grinding area? You're gonna make me... Are we gonna Octopath Traveler? You know what I mean by that, guys, don't you? Everyone who's seen Octopath Traveler must know what I mean by that. Any new weapons at the moment? We're up to our top thing with Purgatoria's there again. Tabernaclum's there again. Alright, so weapons for these guys. Red Crescent's there, can buff Ren's strength by 100. Doesn't necessarily need it. I've got cash for it though. We might be able to find the stuff where we're going. Oh, but then there's this. Even more powerful Richard. Oh, whatever. I'll bust a little bit of money on you. Works for me. Richard. Ren. At least that buffs Patama's power, right? Why am I looking at weapons as well? I should be looking at other things. The Catacombs. Last, big buff, big buff. And I've got mirror, right? I could always do the quiz game near in more mirror. He says only 10 mirror at a time because of his beautiful quiz power.